Well, hello, my beautiful Pisces. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your singles love reading for mid-December 2024 right through to mid-January 2025. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about, pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings and I will never reach out to you personally to offer one. Also, I will never ask you for money, e-gifts, or donations. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Pisceans, this is your singles love reading. I'm going to get your overarching energy first and then follow it with a Celtic cross just to see who is coming in towards you. So let us begin. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Pisces? Okay, they want those cards already. Can you please guide my beautiful Pisces? What do they need to be aware of at this time? Now, just to be aware, I'm only picking the upright in this deck. So just so you know that, I'm not just changing this card around, but it's actually in the resistance position, so it's like you got it in the reverse anyway. So it does indicate that some of you have been a little bit busy, you've been neglecting your own needs, and it's time to really focus on what it is that you want. You have been going through a period of personal development and growth at this time, but I can see here with the Strength card that you've endured a lot of difficult situations and you are really strong because of it, but you're so exhausted of always having to be like super strong. And I feel a lot of you have been promising yourself that you're going to be a little bit more bold and daring when it comes to the dating scene, and you may have felt that you've been in a period of learning to love yourself in a different way, to choose healthier options in life. As you start to mature, you are really going to know what you want in a relationship and of course what you don't want in a relationship. But this card, it can indicate that you're keeping your eyes peeled. It can be a vigilance card, so it can indicate that you haven't completely withdrawn from the dating scene. You're not actively seeking. It can be that you have been keeping your eyes open to see if there's anyone who captures your attention, but no one has that spark. So with this Strength card, it indicates you've been implementing self-care routines and rituals that are long-standing, not just, the odd moment here and there. This card can also indicate that you are a really strong person and that you have been embracing your healing process and you need someone who's strong enough to walk by your side. I feel there's an energy here of not wanting anyone who's emotionally unavailable. I feel like you have a very courageous heart. You love so deeply, and even with wild abandon, you're actually a very sensitive person, and you may have had people in the past tell you that you're too sensitive or that you are too open, or whatever it is that they're telling you that you're too much of, it normally means that they are not enough for you. So I feel that you are now looking for someone who matches your strengths but also matches your weaknesses, is not afraid of being vulnerable. We all have strength and we all have like vulnerabilities, and I feel like you are looking for someone who encompasses all that they are. They're not afraid to really delve into their emotions. You want someone who is strong enough to really have the courage to love and be open to love. And I feel with this card, it indicates that you are someone who's embraced your creativity. I feel like you're eradicating drama from your life and you're trying to reconnect to that sense of wildness within yourself, to come out of your comfort zone, especially when it comes to your dating life there. Now, of course, you have the creativity card. So this is in the resistance position. So it's like you got it in the reverse there. And this is the Empress energy, okay? So it can indicate that some of you feel that you're at a certain age and you may feel that it's more difficult to find love, but the right person is going to love you in the way that you want to be loved, okay? So I feel in this process of being super busy, I feel you have kind of like forgotten your own needs. You tend to be an overgiver. You're someone who basically is very supportive of others, and some of you may actually have a dependent. For example, if you have children, it may be harder to open yourself up to opportunities to find love, but the universe is going to put you on the path to meet a new person. I mean, your final card here is actually the Lover's card, which highlights that you are going to connect to a soulmate. There is love available to you. So whether you feel that, you know, you've waited a long time and perhaps you feel you're at a certain age where it's harder to find love, love is going to find you. So I feel do not give up on love, because love has not given up on you. But also this is about choosing healthier options. It's about not neglecting your own needs. It's about being very attractive and having the confidence within yourself to see that. So that card in particular, it indicates that you are loving all aspects of yourself, and it's taken you a long time to really love all that you are. So you may have had to rebuild in your confidence, or some of you, you know, you may have trust issues based on experiences that you had in the past there. Whenever you get the Empress card, especially in the resistance position, it can indicate that you've been searching for unconditional love because you offer unconditional love and you've not met anyone who offers that. It's always at a price. You may feel that people are physically attracted to you, but you're looking for something that is more sustainable, more loving, more nurturing, and for the long term. You know, a relationship that grows together rather than has certain needs being met, and then as soon as those needs are met, they kind of like flee the relationship. Some of you may have even been ghosted in the past, and you have been healing that fear within you to invest in a relationship, feeling that perhaps when you invest that someone is just going to take your love and your kindness and just leave. You know, energy vampires, people who come to you broken in some way, and they come to you for fixing. Now, of course, you are a wonderful person who is there and very supportive for others, and you're not going to change yourself based on previous experiences. However, you are learning that you are not just here to be someone else's emotional crutch. You are here to be loved in all your glory, and you absolutely will be loved. Now, of course, this is the Empress energy, which can indicate, of course, that love is on hold in the resistance position, because it basically indicates you haven't found anyone that you love in that way. They don't have that spark, that chemistry that you're looking for. But it can also indicate that you have put love on hold briefly. You know, it's this energy of like you not withdrawing completely from the dating scene, because this is a very vigilant card. It's almost like watching from the shadows or just keeping your eyes peeled day to day. But it's almost like a part of you is laying dormant, and you are kind of like coming out of hibernation mode, as it were, when it comes to your love situation. For some of you, there is an energy of wanting a family to settle down, and you may feel that's time sensitive right now. I feel if you are wanting to build a family with someone, the right person is going to come in at the right time. But for some of you, you may not be able to have children, and you may feel that in some way that is going to be difficult to find a person who matches your needs or your desire to not want children, for example, because this can be a card of creating a family. So if you do not want to go down the path of having a child, for example, you may feel deep down, based on society and what society tells us we should be doing, some of you may feel that you're never going to meet a person who just doesn't want a family, but actually the universe is putting someone on your path who wants the same things as you. So if these are all fears or thoughts that are going through your mind, because some of these are coming out right now in the water, I'm scrying at the same time as doing your reading, so it may not resonate with everyone, but when a thought or an energy pops out, I have to acknowledge it. So I feel a lot of you may have felt that love is not coming for you, but I really feel that love is going to discover you, and when you least expect it. Now also, I feel some of you are called at this time to pay more attention to your needs, prioritize your needs, but also there's something here about your aesthetics. Okay, so it can be that some of you are in the midst of changing a look or style, or you feel called to do that, or you feel like you've neglected your look in some way because you've just got caught up in the humdrum of life. You're very busy. I feel there's a lot of pressure on you. I really get a sense that you've been like overstretched and completely exhausted and kind of like resigned yourself to this little fact that maybe you won't meet a person. And now, you know, whenever you like, I don't know, don't shoot the messenger when I say this, it's like when you dress up or, you know, make an effort, you know, you're doing it for you. And that's a really healthy space to be coming from. I feel an energy here of you like doing things that match your needs, and this actually puts you in a different vibration. It's an aphrodisiac that you build confidence in yourself, love all aspects of yourself. You don't have to dress up or do anything different. You just need to be in the mode of focusing on prioritizing yourself and choosing healthier options in your life. And this is actually going to attract the person that you are meant to be with. Now, this card, as you can see, it says choices. It's the Lover's card. It often indicates that you have more than one option, okay? So I will go to the Celtic cross. However, the Lover's card indicates a soulmate is going to be made available for you to meet. And let's see if they're coming in sooner or later. Let's see what's happening there. But you're definitely on a trajectory to loving yourself a little bit deeper, a little bit harder, and also building confidence within yourself. You know, unconditional love is going to be available for you. And I feel there's an energy here of someone being attracted to your kindness and not seeing that kindness and sensitivity as a weakness. Someone who actually sees more than just the surface. Someone who wants to go deeper and, you know, really search for the person inside of you that perhaps is a little bit private sometimes. You know, someone who wants to know about your hopes and dreams, someone who wants to know about your journey, the experiences that you've had. And I feel it's really refreshing to meet someone who wants more than just, you know, a transitory kind of connection. And I feel a lot of you may have been looking at the dating scene as it's so like oversaturated, and people have commitment issues. They just want something for the moment, to live in the moment. And I feel like you're looking for something that's a little bit more sustainable. And I feel like you're about to meet that person. Yeah, it's a surprise for sure. You've got the Four of Cups there. You're feeling pretty fed up with your dating options right now. You're in a period of protection. Sometimes we get put on pause on purpose so that we can prioritize our own needs, focus on our projects, our successes, our achievements, and really working out what it is that we want in love. Now, I feel a lot of you, there's this energy of having too much on your plate, or interference as it were, and it's time to create space for love. But I also see some of you have been let down in love before or taken for granted. And I feel this energy of apathy, like love hurts. What's the point in wasting my energy and getting involved in something that's going to disappoint me? So I feel for some of you, you're really like thinking about what love really means for you. And also, you know, how you kind of see that love presents a bit of a blockage. There could be something that makes you feel vulnerable about being in love. And for some of you, it's confidence. So some of you could be a little bit shy, and it may be based on a previous experience. But look, you've got the Wheel of Fortune there. And I feel this indicates that you're going to meet a person who is destined to be with you. They have a soul contract with you, and they're going to love all of you, even the shy parts of you. So I feel this is a wonderful energy. You've got the Hangman there. Now this is a Pisces card, so this can kind of represent the fact that you are learning more about yourself, uncovering more about you, unveiling this kind of like new you, where you're rewilding yourself, or kind of like discovering what it is that you want in a relationship based on your past experiences. You're choosing different. We've got the Nine of Cups here. So what is it you wish for? There's an energy of you feeling really content. You're making some lifestyle choices at this moment in time, some changes, big changes going in and around you at this moment in time, and you're going to be talking to someone new very, very shortly. If you're not already, you will be very, very soon. So let me just get the rest of your cards. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Pisces? We have the Ten of Cups, so high level commitment coming in. Marriage if you want it. Of course, not everybody wants marriage there, but there's definitely a change in your status, okay? And your cards are getting very kind of chaotic right now. And I will tell you what I can see in the water. I'm actually seeing stadium lights in the water. Really random. I see images in the water. This can mean something or it may not mean something to some, but normally right now it kind of means nothing until suddenly you see it. So either you're going to meet someone who is at a stadium, or it could indicate that you are so like dazzled by each other, you and this person. But I am seeing stadium lights, and this can indicate that either a well-known like personality, athlete, or performer is someone you're about to meet, or it's basically you're going to meet someone at a stadium where they either like do some sport or like there's a concert. So if you're booked to do something like that, I mean, it could even be that you are an athlete yourself and you do track and field and you meet someone who's just new to the neighborhood. So please take it as it resonates. I'm just seeing stadium lights. So, I mean, symbolically, this could also mean that you are going through an awakening. What I'm seeing is the stadium lights were off and then suddenly they're on. It's like, and everything's like lit up. So yeah, I'm going to leave that there. I also feel that be mindful when you meet this new person, their eyes are literally going to light up when they see you. You're going to be noticing a difference in the way they look at everybody else and the way that they look at you, okay? Now, let's get to your cards. Your first card there is the Four of Cups. As you can see, that figure is being protected by spirit. So this could be that you're protected from a past situation or you've been in a period of healing. The Four of Cups can also indicate that you've been in a period of putting love like on a back burner. You really want love, but you may be just taking stock and feeling a little bit let down that there's no options right now. And you feel that it's just not a priority at this time. But the Four of Cups, if you know the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot Four of Cups, there is a figure who is under the tree and they've got their arms closed. There's three cups in front of them and they're kind of like, you know what, I'm so over this. All these experiences have just not been what I'm looking for, and I feel, you know, there's no point in looking. And suddenly a turbulent cloud appears and a cup comes out of the cloud. It's the fourth cup. So this is the universe, which is destiny, of course, stepping in to offer you a new experience in love, but you can't see it happening right now. So it is going to be a surprise. I really want you to see the Four Cups. I mean, the majority of you know what the Four Cups looks like, but I'm just being given a nudge by my guide to show you. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. This Four Cups, as you can see, this figure cannot see how love can come into their life. Cups are all about love, the vision of love becoming a reality. And the universe is stepping in to offer this alternative experience in love that is more rewarding. Even if you measure the cups on the card, the cup that is being offered by that hand from the cloud is bigger than ever before. So I feel like you are going to experience a big love story, something that you've been waiting so long for, to the point where you feel it's never going to happen for you. And I feel that you're going to be truly content by this relationship. But also I feel a lot of you are looking at love objectively, which to some degree can like take the sparkle and the magic out of love, because you've experienced what love means for you. And I feel some of you are just feeling a little bit like either over it or feeling this sense of apathy, that there's no one out there who has that chemistry with you. You can't see outside your current circumstances that you're about to meet someone new, so you're about to be surprised, okay? And I feel for a lot of you, this could be a very strong indication that a Gemini is coming your way. It doesn't have to be sun, moon, or rising, but I feel like you will be talking to someone very new, and I feel there's this energy of you kind of like thinking about something, and the person that you meet who's going to be new, it's almost like you don't quite finish each other's sentences, but it's like you are thinking about something you want to say to this person and suddenly they say it and you're like, oh, that's weird. That's weird because I was literally about to say that. You and this person, your vibes, they're just synced as soon as you meet this person, okay? It's going to feel a little bit weird, but it's actually going to feel really magical and wonderful to highlight that you're on the same page as this person. Now, what's crossing you? We have the King of Swords, which can indicate, of course, that you haven't met anyone yet. Nobody who really kind of like comes to mind that you're talking to, that you see a future with. You know, I feel there's an energy here as well that you may have met people in the past who did not take accountability for their actions, or were not responsible enough with your heart and let you down. And this particular King of Swords, because there's two Kings of Swords in this deck, there's two Kings, two Emperors in this deck, and I've kept them all in because my guides asked me to. You got the King of Swords where there is a needle and thread and healing. So a lot of you may be healing from something. Now, it doesn't have to be a past relationship that you're healing from. It could be that you've been unwell. It could be that you've gone through a turbulent time in life, or in the last couple of years, you're just kind of trying to keep life running smoothly. And it's been a lot. So it can indicate that, you're just trying to tie everything together in your life and keep it moving forward. So I feel there's an energy here of like you sometimes thinking about trying to find love, and other times like feeling like, what's the point? So I really get a sense of apathy and then action. But a lot of you with this card, it indicates that you're taking responsibility for your own dating life right now. And I feel there is something that you have on your mind to do. Okay, and I feel it's an event, or it's connected to a stadium. For some of you, it could be that you're thinking about training, and you want to go to your local training track and field ground. For some of you, it could be that you've thought about going into a certain industry or a certain event, and I feel as soon as you do this thing that's on your mind that you've been putting off, I feel this is where you will strongly meet this new person, okay? Now, the King of Swords, of course, it can indicate that you're going to meet someone who is a meeting of minds and a meeting of hearts, but you haven't met this person yet. I mean, a lot of you could have been talking to someone briefly, or you may have been like trying to suss out whether there is someone who has feelings for you, but right now it's not progressing. And if it's not progressing, it basically means it's too hard, and this person, it's not right for you, okay? Because with the right person, it's going to be easy. With the right person, it's going to be them making an effort to get to know you, and vice versa. So if you feel that you've been like talking to someone online, or you've been kind of like in and out of seeing someone and they're not kind of like making any moves to make it a little bit more of a secure relationship, then I feel you know the answer right there, where you're stepping away from it because it's not something that you truly want. You want someone who brings all the passion, who makes an effort, who really invests. And if you're seeing someone who's just a little bit distant from you, or really not kind of indicating that they want to go a little bit deeper, then I feel like you know yourself that it's time to really step up and cut that situation loose so that the right one can come in. Because believe me, when you meet the right one, they're going to do everything they can in their power to make sure they do not lose you, or they make sure that you know that they're interested in you, and they're never going to give you any reason to doubt their interest, okay? So I want you to be aware of that, because there is a little bit of energy coming out for some of you, not all of you, where you may have met someone and thought, oh, it's nice and I'm enjoying the conversation or the chemistry with this person, but it just doesn't seem to be going anywhere. It's stalled, or it's just like in limbo, because I'm getting that hangman limbo energy. I feel some of you are questioning it right now, and deep down you know the answer. Okay, if it's not moving forward, of course it can be organic and slow and it's a nice pace, but if you feel there's a missing ingredient there, or you feel that it's just not moving forward as it kind of naturally should, then you know that it's time to reassess, or kind of like see it from a new perspective. And I feel a lot of you, just when you're thinking, actually this is not working, someone else comes in, and you're going to see that the other person is like the one, okay? So I feel a lot of you have options. And if you're not talking to someone just now, I feel a lot of you, it's not too far away that you're about to meet this new person. Now we do have the Eight of Swords, and this is the earthly plane. It's kind of like an energy that you feel a bit stuck. It also indicates that you want to do new things. You want to come out of a certain routine or cycle or repeat that you've been stuck in. And you may feel that life, it's been really tough, almost to the point where it's clipped your wings and you don't do bold and daring things anymore. Or you may feel that in the past it was just easier to meet people. The Eight of Swords is also a card that indicates you've been in a difficult situation, but there is always a way out. There's a way to transform your circumstances, and I feel do not be restricted or held back by your own thoughts. Whether you're shy, because a lot of you, it could be that you're shy, or you've been out of the dating scene for a while and you feel it's really hard to get back in or meet new people. Could also be that, you know, you have friends who have relationships and are, raising a family, and you just feel like you don't have your support network around you to go to certain events. So I feel like, you know, meeting new soul tribe members, being more involved or integrated in the community is also something I see for some of you if you're feeling a little bit isolated or alone at this time. And there's a strong potential that you could meet someone through that as well. But there's something about a stadium. So it could be that, for example, if you love painting and you think, okay, I want to go to a class where I hone my painting skills, and you go to this class and there's someone at that class that you think, this is nice. Could be that then they invite you to like a soccer game or some sort of event that's at a stadium. So please take it as it resonates. But the Eight of Swords, it's like really looking at your circumstances in a very healthy way where you take ownership for your actions. For example, if you are a homebody and you haven't been able to get out there to events or groups in the recent months or years, it can be that your option is to go online and join like a forum or some sort of chat room, for example. So it's like there is always a solution to a problem. And for some of you, it could be that you are healing or lamenting previous experience that you've had. You may have been heartbroken by somebody and it made you feel stuck or trapped in a cycle of sadness, but you are able to overcome this and move forward from it. Now, of course, swords all about the mind, so it can indicate that you find it really hard to meet new people or talk to new people. And I feel that with the right person, it's going to feel organic. With the right person, you know, it just feels like you unveil a private side of yourself quite quickly. And you're even going to surprise yourself like, whoa, I just told that new person something about me that I haven't told anyone. And you're going to be just like, wow, how did that happen? It's because you feel comfortable with this person and you know that they are someone who is going to have an impact in your future. So are you going to meet someone new? And is there a high level commitment? I feel yes, you're so ready to fall in love with this new person. But also I feel for some of you, if you were in a high level commitment in the past and you were heartbroken by this person and it kept you kind of stuck contemplating why it happened or how it happened or, you know, what this person is doing now. Sometimes we can wait for a very long time to get answers. Sometimes, you know, waiting to find out the truth about a situation will leave us wasting time. And I know that sounds really hard to hear. And I'm sending you a huge hug out there because I have literally been broken by a person in the past, in a past relationship many, many years ago. And at the time, I could not see my way out of that pain or that sadness. And I had so many questions and none of those questions were ever answered. Sometimes we have to give ourselves closure, and that's one of the hardest things to do. But it empowers you and it makes you realize what you're capable of. It makes you realize that you are strong to basically operate solo, but you want commitment. And the right person who comes into your life, they will be a welcome addition to your journey. They're not someone who completes you. They're not someone who is your other half. They are someone who chooses to walk by your side because they've fallen in love with you and they want to take this journey of life and love with you. And I see that person coming into your life and they're going to love you in the way that you hoped for. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is in the past situation position, so it indicates that, you know, you are leaving it up to destiny and fate to put you in the path to meet the right person. And I feel this is a destined relationship. A lot of you have been breaking cycles of repeat. So if you've been tempted to revisit the past or even lament on the past, I feel like you're trying to let a lot of stuff go right now. This is a very cathartic experience for you. As you can see that figure, crying a lot of tears. Okay, so it can indicate healing, cathartic energy that is allowing sadness to flow. For some of you, you could be not lamenting, a past relationship. It could be that you're lamenting your old life. You may feel that life was turned upside down in some way, especially over the last couple of years, and you just feel it's really hard to come out of that cycle and see how awesome you are and how many opportunities you actually do have to meet the right person who is going to commit to you on the level that you hope for. And I feel by following your heart, it is going to really put all the variables in place to put you in the right position to meet the right person. I see you being in the right place, the right time to meet the right person who's meant for you. And there is a divine contract and will where you are meant to meet in this lifetime. So trust the process. Also, some of you are breaking patterns of repeat in your family lineage. So it could be that if a certain lesson is played out in your life, whether parents or guardians divorced, for example, you witnessed turbulent energy there. It could be that this influenced the way that you operate in love, and you've promised yourself that you're never going to repeat their cycle. So you've worked really hard to break that cycle. For some of you, you may have been cheated on or deceived in the past or ghosted. I'm getting a big energy from this particular reading where some of you have been ghosted or had like a carrot dangled in front of you while a person tried to sort their life out. They always had you on hold, but I feel that they no longer have that hold on you and you're breaking free from this past situation. So cycles are being broken right now, and now you are going to have better luck when it comes to being in a high-level commitment. Now, we do have the Hangman here, so this is your potential position. And of course, this is a Pisces card, which means you're prioritizing your own needs. You're learning more about yourself, okay? And as you can see, there is like an unveiling. That zipper is coming down. So it can indicate that some of you are trying out a new style or unveiling a new you for 2025. And this is on your terms. You're not changing for other people. I feel like you are changing within yourself because you're letting a lot of stuff go there. And the Hangman can indicate, yes, you've waited a long time, but I feel that this is a card of surrender. When you surrender to the process, the universe tends to meet your needs in a quicker way rather than forcing it. And the Hangman energy, it can also indicate that you've been suspended in a period of waiting where you get to know yourself on a deeper level, because this is a card of new knowledge, of being enlightened in some way and enjoying your freedom. All those birds are there to highlight that you are here to learn more about yourself, but also enjoy your freedom during this period. And it indicates that you're transcending a difficult experience and taking stock of what it is you want in a relationship and what it is you certainly do not want in a relationship. And sometimes we have to sacrifice or let go of the past in order to create space and embrace the future. And I definitely see that your needs are going to be met when it comes to a relationship in the near future. I mean, the next 6 weeks, we've got the Nine of Cups, which means you feel truly fulfilled. Now, of course, it's important to be fulfilled within yourself first. Happiness comes from within. So I feel like you're following your heart to do some sort of event or something that you're interested in for you. And as a byproduct of that, you're going to be put in the path of meeting your soulmate. And I'm being told that wishes do come true. So some of you may have been saying recently, well, wishes don't really come true, or you've like lost belief in love finding you. But I feel the universe wants to surprise you and wants you to be loved because you are lovable and you have a beautiful, pure heart. And I feel like you're about to meet a person who emanates the same sort of love that you do. And I really get a very positive energy from this person who's coming in. This is a card of happiness. It's a card of contentment. And it indicates that you're going to be really satisfied with yourself, that you went to some sort of event or you went to do something that you've been longing to do for a long time, and suddenly you've met a person. I mean, the Hangman highlights there may be a slight delay in being in a high-level commitment still, but it doesn't mean that you're not going to meet someone in the next 6 weeks. I see around you a person coming in quite shortly, okay? Now, your advice to yourself in this moment, Knight of Swords. you're literally making some major lifestyle changes and responding differently to certain circumstances. So for example, if you had an ex and they reach out to you at this time, you are kind of like shutting them out and saying, nope, I'm moving on, I'm not connecting to that. You know, this figure is literally painting out the cloud, and the cloud has the potential to get in the way of the sun. And of course, the sun is the most positive card in the deck, so it indicates nothing and nobody is going to get in the way of your happiness. You are choosing to be happy, and you're choosing to move on, and you're choosing to be guided to the person you're meant to be with. Also, the Knight of Swords indicates that there is an energy of you talking to someone new very, very shortly. So I feel this is a person who's literally going to change your life. But also, I feel you're taking action, okay? And I feel like you may be going to something, but I also see there is an energy of success in whatever it is that you want to book or do. You know, I'm actually being given an energy that there's an event where some sort of chaotic situation around it has the potential to reschedule it. So if you have booked something and it's been rescheduled already and you're about to go to it, this is a strong potential for you to meet a person at that event. But if not, if there's something you're looking forward to and it gets delayed or rescheduled, again, this is another indication that you are strongly going to meet someone at that event. And this person's going to approach you to talk to you, okay? Now, also, I would look out for feathers because my guides are illuminating the feather to me. My guide hasn't said anything about the feather, but I just see it brighter than it is actually on the card. It's being like really illuminated to me at this time. So lots of feathers. You may see them on your path, or maybe this person, if you like tattoos, for example, they may have a feather tattooed on them, and this is the new person, but I feel someone new rushing into your life very, very shortly, and I feel like this is someone who is truly going to make you happy, but of course happiness comes from within, but I do see that this is a secure relationship where it's emotionally stable, and I feel there is a wholeness about you and this person being together. I mean, this card is the external circumstances outside yourself, so I feel this is your wish being fulfilled, where you are coming home to yourself, you're at peace with yourself, but there is someone new who is walking by your side. You're ready to be with somebody, and I feel this is a solid relationship coming in here. I mean, there is an energy that plenty of fish in the sea. It's like, if anyone ever said that to you, they're right, okay? You may not have been able to see that at the time, but I'm being given this energy that yes, there are plenty of fish in the sea, and there is one that is destined to swim on by you and then stop swimming because you've caught their attention, and I feel both of you are going to commit to a long-lasting, loving new relationship, okay, that lasts the test of time. So, I mean, the Ten of Cups normally means the dream of love becomes your reality. You know, it's something that becomes tangible on the earthly plane. And I feel both you and this new person, you choose each other. Okay, I feel you're falling in love with this person. It's almost at first sight. It's a surprise. You don't see this coming. You're actually going to an event for you or with your friends, but I feel it's a meeting of hearts and minds and two people coming together to love each other in the way that you've yearned to be loved in a long time is what I'm being shown there as well. Very deep relationship coming in. Now, the hope and a fear, we've got the Death card. Something has ended, or something big ended, or something like big has changed within you, and you've blossomed despite it. And I feel like you're closing out that chapter to your life, which can actually feel really daunting, because sometimes it's just really easy to slip into a pattern or a cycle of repeat with someone that we kind of know their modus operandi. We kind of know how they're going to operate in love. And for some of you, you know, you may have met people who were emotionally unavailable and had commitment issues because deep down, based on some of the things that you've experienced in your life, perhaps some of you were really not ready to take that big journey of love. And sometimes we gravitate towards people who are just not available because something inside ourselves says we need to do a little bit more personal development work and be truly ready to surrender to a union. So some of you may be dealing with that at this time, but I feel like you're ready now. And the Death card symbolizes change. It can also indicate that, as one door closes, another opens. So some of you are really letting go of the past or a past person, and it really hurt you. Something ended quite abruptly, and it forced you into a position to spiritually evolve and blossom and bloom. But I definitely see inside of yourself, you've changed, and you're not going back to that person who had trouble in relationships or, was haunted by the past. I feel like you are empowered as you move forward, and I feel a brand new start is upon you. And I mean, this can also be a resurrection of your energy, that suddenly you have more desire to search for love, or keep your eyes peeled, put yourself in situations to meet new people. It can be like a rebirth, a transformation, an improvement, but also it's the ending of a cycle. So if you feel like you've met different people in your life that you've had some sort of affinity with, but they've all been teaching you the same sort of lesson, I feel that lesson has come to a close because you've learned it. You've established higher boundaries. You've loved yourself now in a deeper way, and you're so ready to blossom with another person. So, I mean, the fear here is to be connected to someone where it just doesn't go anywhere, where it's stagnant, where you're always in the same place. I feel like you've been there, done that, and you've burnt the t-shirt, and you're not about to waste your time anymore with people who are not wanting the same things as you in a relationship. And that death card indicates that there is a new chapter available to you, and it's quite exciting. Now, we have the Hermit energy. Now, the Hermit energy, of course, it highlights a period of knowing thyself in a deeper way. It indicates that you're so exhausted, you're so fed up of people's games or their BS, their inability to really express what they need in a relationship. With the Hermit energy, it can indicate that you're exhausted, that you've taken a withdrawal step back from the dating scene, and that you get to know yourself on a very deep spiritual level. So with this particular card, as you can see, this figure is sitting on top of a lighthouse. So this can indicate that, you are ready to be seen. You're ready to get yourself out there and literally go fishing. Plenty of fish in the sea. I mean, you're about to catch someone new, but I really get an energy here that someone presented themselves in your life as a ship that has sailed, and we have to let that go. So I really get a feeling here for some of you. It could be someone you're talking to right now and it just feels like it's stalled, it's not going anywhere. So you could be letting go of that. And for others, it could be that you're letting something from the past finally go, and you don't want to return to that person or that situation. It can be that you're haunted by the whys. Why did that happen? And sometimes, as I said, we have to give ourselves closure, and that's the hardest thing to do. But in doing that, we free ourselves. We allow ourselves to step out of that cage that has been keeping us stuck for some time. But as you can see, as one ship has sailed, there is another on the way. So I do feel the journey of love is about to sort of sail past you, and you are going to jump on board, because I feel like you're about to basically meet the person you've always been meant to be with. And I feel you've been there sort of healing in the process whilst you've been waiting for this new person to come in. Now, the Hermit can indicate a solitary energy, okay? So it can indicate that some of you may be thinking about going on a spiritual retreat, for example, but the stadium is still so relevant, and I'm not really sure why, but that's what I'm being given there. So do remember that. I mean, there's a lot of cards here with so many lights. Okay, so it could be a place where the lights are switched on. But we also have the Queen of Cups there. This is your outcome energy. So it's you're single, then suddenly you've fallen in love. Queen of Cups is a card where it indicates that suddenly you just fall in love with the person, you open up to them. And as you can see, there's a seahorse on that card, which is always symbolic of a soulmate. So I feel like you are going to meet a person who is very nurturing, very healing, very supportive. There's a peaceful love about this person, and you feel safe to love this person back in return. I actually feel that when you meet this person, it is love at first sight. Okay, and I feel there's no games with this person. I feel just organic energy where you just know, and you both open up to each other. And I feel like both of you, you're not really secretive people. You don't keep things from others. I feel, you can be private at times, but there's something about when you meet this person, both of you end up telling each other a secret or something that you've never told anybody that's actually really important to you both. And you both realize how important you are to each other in that moment, even though you've just met. Okay, so it's going to be something really refreshing, like, wow, I can tell this person anything. And that's a true measure of a relationship that is going to last the distance, okay? This card tells me you're going to be falling in love. And of course, okay, thanks so much, I'm truly grateful. I'm being given a song right now. Wow. Could it be I'm falling in love? This is a very, very famous song. Could it be I'm falling in love? With you, with you. Okay, this is a very famous song by, I think it's called The Spinners, and maybe this song came up before, but I can't really remember at this time. I gotta be honest with you there. Listen out for that song. You could be in the car and it plays on the radio, or even walking down the sidewalk and it plays in someone else's car and you hear it as it goes past. Could even be in the mall, but listen out for that song, because this is also going to be a signpost of you about to meet the one. Okay, I mean, it could be that you go on a date with this person and it plays in the background and you're like, oh my gosh, there's that song, this is the one. But you intuitively have a feeling that actually when you meet this person, they are the one. So you know, you don't need a song to kind of validate that, but just listen out for that song, because it's a really nice kind of indication from spirit that you have met the one. Now we've got the 10 of Pentacles here. 10 of Pentacles is a very secure relationship. It tends to represent marriage. Okay, so in a singles love relationship reading, this card indicates a secure commitment where, you know, you will build a legacy with this person, you will retire with this person. If you're retired already, it could be that you're meeting a retiree who basically has their own business, they have their life together, very traditional relationship where family is truly important, or your soul tribe is truly important. This is a card of loyalty. This is a card that indicates that the dream of the relationship and the sort of family unit that you want to build is actually the same as the other person's, and you will build a family. Even if you don't want to have children, for example, it could be that, you know, you want to adopt a pet together, or you build the sort of relationship and family unit that you have in your mind or that you aspire to. But ultimately, this person is a welcome addition to your life, and you feel secure in this relationship because you know that this person's got your back and you've got theirs. And I feel this is both of you like walking into a relationship that stands the test of time. So I feel you're going to be with this person forever. It's for keeps, is what I'm hearing right now with you and this person, okay? Now, do remember the stadium bit, because it is relevant for a lot of you there, but listen out for that song as well. My guides want one more card. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Pisceans what they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of at this time? Can you please show them the way? Okay, so we have moon blues. Okay, maybe that's how you're feeling right now. You know, you're feeling a bit sensitive. You feel that you've been in your blue period. You know, a lot of artists and sensitive people go through a blue period where they need to really dissect life and understand more about themselves and other people. And it can make you feel like low energy, low vibe, or really drained. And it says, move towards a path of emotional healing, sadness, separation, and disappointment. So a lot of you are healing from a past disappointment. Know that it does get better. I know it doesn't feel like it at the moment that you're in it. I've been there. Loads of people told me, oh, you know what, you'll meet someone else. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. And absolutely, if I could go back to my past self in that moment, I'd say, you know what, it does get better, and don't worry about it. Enjoy the healing process, because it opens up so much knowledge about yourself, and it spins you off into so many like philosophical directions. And you're doing a lot of questioning, and it just allows the light to come in. You rebuild back stronger. Now we've also got Wolf Moon, okay? So this is the Pathfinder. It means that you're finding your way through a period of grief or lament, or a period of, you know, questioning and trying out new things. And it says here, you're calling in your soul family, communication, teamwork, and loyalty. So, I mean, for a lot of you, it could be that if you feel you're in a solitary energy, because 8 is the number of the self, so you are prioritizing your own needs at this time. But I feel a lot of you, if you've been feeling a bit isolated, your friendships are evolving or things are shifting, I feel like you meet new people by either integrating yourself in the community or getting involved in some sort of creative project. And this is where you're going to potentially open yourself up to new energy and new people. And finally, we've got pink moon there. Okay, this is all about romance. So I'm very excited there for you because it is another indication with that Lovers card that you're about to meet someone that will present themselves as a high-level commitment to you. Expect exciting declarations of love, partnership, commitment, and fairness. Reciprocity is the key, and I feel that's one of the lessons you've been learning in your single energy, to erect higher boundaries there as well. So I'm just going to go and get a trinket or a button for you. It's a little bit loud, so do watch your beautiful ears, my beautiful Pisces. I'm so much dirt bugs that get confused out. My beautiful Pisces, what do they need to know? Okay, so I've only got one trinket. Okay, and it is the heart with a flame. So this indicates you're about to meet someone who is going to set your soul on fire, but also there's a barbed wire across that heart. So a lot of you have been protecting yourself or healing from something that was very painful, but you will love again. And for those of you who have not experienced love or have not been in a high-level commitment, things may have been challenging in your life and you're healing from some of those things, but also do not protect your wonderful heart, because the right person is going to come in and love you exactly the way that you are. So I definitely see that your soul is going to be set on fire there. You're also reigniting your sort of lust for life and doing more things that really excites your heart. And it is in this process that will lead you to being on the path to meeting this person. You're divinely meant to meet this person, and it will be a high-level commitment that can lead to marriage if you want it. I mean, you've got the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups there, which tells me that you're going to be truly happy with this person indeed. So I'll leave it there, my beautiful Pisceans. I hope something resonates in this reading for you. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press that little notification bell. Lets you know when I update my next message. Lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Pisces, and love and light.